Hello everyone, I'm sorry for the last episode where I had to go over everything as best I could with the screenshots that were taken when an event happens. Now that we're there, we're going to get started with this episode. And in this episode, well, there's a lot. Remember, all these recordings are done well in advance, so the unnamed leaders won't be named until the 18th, which is your chance to get in as many comments. The person who leaves I'm taking people based on the number of videos they leave a comment on. The person with the most videos that they left one comment on, who is not currently in the game, will get to be this scientist. As well as the fact that we're going to be getting two more officials by Imperial Prerogative when we get our next Ascension perk. Because we need to cut that Empire size down, and getting more officials would be nice. Lastly, let's introduce you to all the leaders we currently have. Fiaura, I'm still here. Final Sight Squiggy. Pony Chick the Squiganeer. Forgon. And Hiko, who is a exchange leader from the Birds. We also have SC Smooth is still head of our defense, though you're getting on up there in years. Samuel Sim. Hetty's War Form, which by the way has been around since the Romans. So I'm just imagining if he was on Earth in like 400 AD, what that would look like. I actually have a meme of it. It's pretty good. Just casually standing there, it was like, this is normal. We have Tribal Typhoon, aka Commander Stone. Icosophilia, exchange person who is a melancholy celebrity from Earth. And Fopdoodle. So Earth is gone, and we are helping the humans rebuild. They've already colonized Mars and renamed it Crojohn's Keep, and they've colonized Venus and just named it Venus. I don't know why you felt the need to rename Mars. I don't know why you did that, but Earth exploded finally. And the humans are actually a strong ally, despite the explosion of Earth. We're currently working on improving some relations. And you're wondering why I'm improving relations with Walmart. Stop twitching! It's freaking me out! They're a corporation. If we can get a commercial pact with them, they'll establish corporate offices. I know, I'm letting Walmart move in. It's a bad idea, I know. But it would potentially help our economy. So anyway, who wants to work at Walmart? None of you do. None of you do. I understand. But further, we're getting ready for our war. And to do that, we're building Nehrui's Assault Squadron, led by Hetty's Warform. And we're going to Naki Grave Mound with Scientist Assignment Spaghetti. The unusual liveliness of the Tanaki covering the surface seems to be a byproduct of their regenerative capabilities. Even if they technically are dead, the bodies are still reassembling themselves. This system is unusually rich in nourishing substances typically found in gas giants where they graze. Perhaps that explains why the behavior hasn't been observed before. The discovery does not explain why the dead seem to move as if controlled by a single mind, extend their tentacles to encroach upon the new carcasses falling to the planet. Further excavations will hopefully reveal new insights. Keep digging, Assignment Spaghetti! Shit getting freaky deaky! What's our government working on still? Oh, we're working on just making things more stable with Pony Chick, Hetty, Paulus the Mad, XC Smooth, and Final Sight. That's understandable. As a replacement for Final Sight, because Final Sight only has about 16 more years and Pony Chick only has about 18 more years, we've begun training Gafragon and Hiko to replace them on our council. The wormhole leads where? Oh. Huh. Ash of resources in the ruins. Way out here. They are even now in the process of being shipped to our central stores. 1,500 minerals is nothing to laugh at. But he has to keep digging. Would be an entirely different problem. The Rubriconians. What is this, armored core? The Rubriconians? Seriously? Seriously? There's a shattered world here, too. And it's... Rubicon 5 is a tomb world. Huh. Oh. Oh. So Doodles entered the rift. Lizards. Backwoods. It's a farming planet. It's what it's gonna be. Apes drunk. Ape stalkers. Because they were apparently someone's livestock, and they're great at Unity gain, and they're really good at breeding, so they're just making lots of babies. A central bureaucracy is full of people who were once livestock that have been uplifted to be sentient again. Being a cow, and then tomorrow you're told you're not beef anymore. What are we being raised for?
Technology discovered.
We need bureaucrats. That's a terrible thing to find out. Bob Doodle! Hi. You've leveled up as a commander, somehow. I like increasing your ship's weapon range. Especially when you're in charge of... Oh. You're in charge of a bunch of corvettes. Increasing their weapon range by 20%? I mean, that's kind of kinky. I'm not gonna lie. Weapons range 27%, so you're gonna reach out and touch them in the no-no spot. You're reaching out and touching them in the no-no spot. With your short-range weapons reaching out to, like... It's 80 now? That's kind of rude. This is kind of high up on the list. Alright, Doodle into the vortex. Pilot whirlwind. Our viewing windows are completely obscured by rippling waves of an unknown gaseous liquid. We were able to take a minor sample of the atmosphere, but each analysis comes back with wildly different than the last. We're not sure if our instruments are in error or if this is an inherently volatile material. Our atmosphere is being whipped around such a way that several of the crew are becoming uncomfortable. The one consistent property we found about the sample is that it contains an abnormally large number of astral materials. Incidentally, we have noticed that small changes in temperature are affecting its contents greatly. We are placing it inside an insulated container until we can study this phenomenon further. Shit. I am uncomfortable. The astral rifts are a new thing, so I don't know what to expect. The risky option here is to expose it to flame, which would be difficulty 6. Doodle is currently she's been changed by the rift. Oh. In this playthrough, let's take the cautious approach. Okay, because I think giving it fire would be a very bad idea. Alright, the soul of art. Our linguists have deciphered the planet's persistent signals as a form of music, albeit the lyrics there lack any coherent meaning, comprised mainly of redundant phrasing and discordant pitch variations, resulting in an unpleasant auditory experience. The content of the lyric reverses and interrogates the concept of the soul, expressing trepidation towards enigmatic entities from alternate dimensions. This thematic analysis has enabled us to interpret the painted inscriptions adorning the planet's surface. These inscriptions are akin to poetry or other literary forms derived in metaphysical quandaries. Wow. I mean, you heard about it getting deep. I didn't realize you were going to get a whole planet deep. Like this is like an artist just stuck the, cock straight into the planet and decided to make the whole planet a piece of artwork afterwards. You hear all those songs about, like, this girl and there's like 5,000 of them? That's that with a planet. It's the guy with the guitar, but he has a whole planet as his canvas. Down under. We gonna have a war. How long would it take you to get all the way to here? Like 5 years? Yeah, no. We're gonna have to temporarily consider that lost. But once we punch through here, there's nothing stopping us from just bouncing back up here. Okay. Independent. Hold on, what's this? Independence guaranteed of the ravenous. Tsunaki Grave Mound. We're back here. From Adagio back to Assignment Spaghetti. Our excavations unearthed the complex networks tunnels extending under the surface of Olek 4. Chemical analysis confirms the walls are entirely composed of compressed space whale flesh. The planet is people! The planet is people! The flesh still warm and hardly decomposed despite rivaling the age of our empire. It's as if the courses were fused together and reshaped and modified to form this place. But why? Keep digging.
Fee? I'm propping up the economy.
Our ships are kind of weird because it's like, oh, we have, Tech 2 missiles and armor, sensors, radar. Right! Good job. New colony founded. The Admussen Scott Research Station on a frozen planet. This is a research station. I wish I was kidding. Can call this video done. The soul of Ah! Beneath the surface lies a colossal research complex. Despite extensive circuitry damage and some rudimentary devices having withstood the test of time, analysis by our researchers suggests that this civilization was comprised of machines sharing a collective consciousness. Delving into the remnants of their databases had unveiled knowledge of an alternate realm known as the Shroud, and a colossal weapon capable of harnessing energy from this dimension. Usual bearings generated from our recorded entry, we've proceeded directly into the maelstrom. While we are certainly testing the limits of the risk sphere, the limited friction it inherently provides has proven effective in combating the worst ravages of what we are referring to as the storm. Doodle, enter the storm. Acquired asset. Ah yes, good. Cooper McCoy here has acquired another asset for us. We'll get better intelligence upon our great enemy. Out here with Lilith, on the edge of our space, Lilith has discovered something. Tsunaki space whales, by their nature, do not combust post-mortem due to intrinsic shielding within their bodies. The vast quantities of organic matter typically remain inert while either decomposing silently beneath the surface or transmuting into different substances. On rare occasion, they do explode. The resultant toxic gases are negligible and ephemeral, dissipating quickly into the atmosphere without causing harm. Therefore, the government's proposition to preemptively destroy the descending whales using planetary nuclear missiles met with considerable opposition. However, sentiments shifted favorably after the first space whale was successfully neutralized mid-descent. Typically, what was not considered was the whale's profound spiritual connection, responding in mass to the violence with ununified fury. Countless Tsunaki whales converged on the planet in a vengeance surge. A vividly depicted crisis in the Empire's record. An arsenal of nuclear weapons and nuclear Armageddon was deployed in an effort to stop them. And it failed. Subsequent massive explosions were cataclysmic, saturating the air with lethal gases in an onslaught against which the Empire stood no chance. Though the planet itself endured, a small faction of the population miraculously survived. Had it not been for the enduring vendetta of the space whales, which were then on this favored planet for their demise, they might have thrived once more. The construction of wheel towers and the adaptation of whale carcasses for shelter were the final desperate strategies of the survivors to evade the whale descents. Don't piss off the space whales! They'll blow you up! So this increases mineral jobs, and this decreases mineral jobs, which increases science and research if we were to put a habitat on the planet. The Fires of Zykenhorn. Figure out what's going on there. We have the Exploration Caucus Belly against the Spreading Stink. The Spreading Stink Mega Corporation has established a branch office. Are you guys bad people? Oh, yeah, you're bad people. Fuck. People called Squidtopia. It's like Zootopia, but for squids. And it actually didn't turn out that bad. Oh, it even has... Ooh, mote harvesting. You're freaking me out! Knock it off! It's a bug that's been here since 3.8, that sometimes the picture animations break and they just twitch. Okay, we don't actually know what this Gestalt Consciousness's capabilities are. Would they join us in a federation? They would actually join us in a federation, and they are now connected to us via a wormhole. Interesting. We might end up with Bo and Doodle, separated by the Galactic Center, reunited by us. The Miracle Life, our breeding program in the Central Broadcast bears fruit as another lion turtle is added to our ranks. Which should... Yeah, so it adds 2 districts and increases society research on the planet. Monument to bronze. One of our best scientists who's gone. Won't have the... Alright, so... That is the end of this episode. We made it to the end of the year and everything happened. But yes, do hit the like button. 20 likes. You gotta get 20. Come on, you saw it on screen earlier. Do it now. Let's go. Let's go. And 100 views. That means get your friends in here. Show this to other people. Encourage them to come in and support. Even if you don't have that many friends, just check with them. Even if they're people you know are in the Discord with me, which is linked below. Also, the mod list is linked below. Even if you know it's people who are already in the Discord, be like, hey, have you seen Fiaura's latest video? And then, tell them your best joke. That's your challenge. That's your challenge at the end of this one. Go tell them the joke you enjoyed the most from this episode. It's if they haven't watched it. And see if you can get them to come watch. Good morning, everyone.